a lot of potatoes to power it up just to make it run.
I love
You
the
see this
story.
one?
No. There's a lot of
No, he literally
potatoes.
connected a
Wait,
bunch
wait.
of potatoes and ran it on a calculator or something.
Why
Well,
didn't he just
it's
use
not
batteries?
even-
He was already using a
I was
calculator.
gonna say that's what the impressive part wasn't that he made a game on a calculator. It was he used tons of potatoes to power it. Like,
Well, fourth voice here. It's a madness.
you just reach, bang.
Bang, it's a Magnus. Patriots.
It's a Magnus.
We don't want to talk about the Patriots.
There's some magnets involved.
I got magnets on my
Oh,
desk.
God.
The Patriots.
All right. Anyways,
This week.
so, go ahead, Scott. You know
No, I
what?
was gonna say this week on today's podcast. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying.
This week,
Oh,
This week on
God.
today's podcast. This week.
since we've talked a lot about video games on console and PC, and future games we'd like to play or just stuff like that in general, we've never really talked about mobile app games on your phone. So we're gonna start this episode off by talking about some of that and maybe what games we play and what our favorite games is to play on the phone. I don't know if that made sense, but
Something.
Hey.
Mobile games.
so
Alright, so who
somebody
who plays
take
what?
off.
Is anyone actively playing a mobile game that like a continuous mobile game and not just like a random thing while you're like in line somewhere?
Yeah, I
I
touched
mean-
on it in one of the other videos, but
Yeah.
Summoner's War. I'm still playing that like every day.
So that's
And
like
I hate it.
that's like an active like
Yeah,
game saves
and I
you
hate
keep,
it.
you keep doing it.
I hate it so much, but I play
Why
it
do you
every
play
single day. I don't know. It's just so addicting.
All right, so it's
It's-
addicting, but is it? What do you hate about it, and then why do you keep going back to it?
everything.
It's just so frustrating. Like when you do PvP, it's like the PvE in the story like is fine, but when you start playing other people, it's just so frustrating.
Why do you do that then? Why do you do PvP then?
Because it's like literally the whole game sets you up to like that's like the end game. That's like you play the game for years to get to that,
For
and that's like
years.
no, and it literally takes that long to get there.
Damn.
And that's like the end game. That's like unless you spend like billions of dollars in it, because that's what people do, and that's why it's hard too, because you go up against people who spent like literally people have spent like millions of dollars in this game,
I can
And, like,
imagine,
they're-
yeah.
like the runes, and you just it's just beyond frustrating.
All right, so that's what
I
you
hate
hate
that.
about it. So what do you like about it?
Nothing.
So you're saying
So this is
I don't
like
know, it's
drugs.
still
mobile
fun,
games
though.
are addicting like
It-
crack.
It's well, it is. It's addicting, but it is fun when you get like people that are on the same level
So
as
it's
you,
like-
and you have good battles and stuff. And
So it's like Dark Souls.
but when you summon, like the whole purpose is you get scrolls, you summon monsters, and then there's one to 5 stars.
Is it
It's
like
just like you like every time you like wait and you're like there's like a 0.5% chance or 0.05% chance you get like a 5-star off of a certain scroll. So like every time you keep trying to get more scrolls, summoning something, you're like, oh, I finally get that like awesome monster that I wanted. It's just
So
so,
is
hard
it-
to get like cool.
I've seen you play it, and I don't think it doesn't even seem like it's like turn based. It just seems like you're kind of like building
Well, it's
things, and then you
speed.
just let it do what you want. Like
Well, no, that's just like when you get good enough and you build your teams, you can auto dungeons, and then that's how you get runes to put on your monsters. So once you like build a team, you like sync up their speeds, and then you can just auto it, and then they can just run in, and you can just farm runes.
so is the
Well, like,
purpose to like to do that to build up the team because it doesn't
Well, in
seem
the
like you're really
beginning-
getting much from auto battling.
That's just like half the game, though.
Oh,
Like the whole thing is runes. Like you need like really good monsters, and you need amazing runes. If you have like all the best monsters in the game, but you have crap runes, it doesn't matter. You're gonna lose. But if you have all the like, even you can have like monsters, but if you have like nasty runes, you can still beat people. It's like the whole game is runes. That's like the entire game. And to get runes, you just have to farm dungeons, and like you can farm dungeons like 10 times in a row and not get a good rune. Like so,
Really?
it's just like it's just RNG. It's all RNG drops.
The
So
basically
it just
ruins
takes
your life.
forever to do anything. Yeah, so you have to play so much to get any. Like you play for like a week and get one rune, maybe you keep. And it's like it just takes so unless you just buy rune packs and buy. It's like that's what sucks about it. And I don't like. I spent so money a long time ago, a couple of years ago. But
so you get the runes so you don't
It's just-
ruin your game.
Life.
yeah,
in your
because
life.
I've thrown my phone across my room. Like when I used to work at my other place, I literally threw my phone across the store, like into like over multiple aisles because like it. Oh
Nice.
god, it pisses me off like
Nice.
just so much.
So you saying that
Just the
ruined
RNG of the
experience?
game, it just
You ruined your experience.
it's fucking oh god,
All right, so
frustrates me like
so
no other game.
I definitely have not played this. Christian or Brian, have you played this?
I tried to get Brian
Oh.
into it.
Tim turned me onto it. I played it for a little while, and then I just didn't have the same addiction that Tim did.
So what?
It's
Before-
super slow in the beginning. Very
Before
slow.
Christian answers, what's your take on it, Brian? What's your like good bad take on your experience of the game?
It takes
He didn't
way
get
too
very
long
far.
to do anything,
Yeah, he didn't even get past like the beginning.
and I like the concept of the game, but I don't know.
So
It is
it's
a
not that
very
there's like a
slow-
long learning curve. It's just that like it just takes a long
Oh.
time to like become somewhat decent to like have fun with it, right?
Yes and
Yeah.
no. There is like you do have to know what you're doing, but yeah, it takes a long time to get to the more fun content and the end
Yeah.
game stuff.
Not that this is like an ad for that game. That game is just happened to be
No,
the one
don't
that we're
play it.
talking about.
I hate the makers of this game with a passion because oh god, if it just like ceased to exist tomorrow, I'd be fine with it.
All right, that would be like
Well-
that'd be like a blessing for you. Like end your addiction, just like slap.
I
Done.
feel like that's how everyone that plays that game is. They're just like addicted to it.
All right, Christian, what
It's
do
like
you, have you
everyone
played
gets
it?
so
Stop.
mad at it,
No, I don't even.
Summoner's
which is
War,
crazy
right?
because it's like one of the biggest like games. Like it's ridiculous how many people.
Is it
I'm
only
not
mobile?
really-
Yeah, it's only mobile. They do like world like championships all the time.
yeah, I
like,
can
It's
imagine.
crazy. It's like a huge
Oh,
game.
The only thing I was doing Pokemon Go.
Are you still
Stopped
doing that?
after a while.
No. Are you doing Are you doing any like game stuff on your phone?
The only thing that I do once in a while is just Call of Duty mobile
Really?
because my friend plays at work. Yeah,
Ew.
it's pretty cool when
How
when
do you
plug
even
in the
do
control.
that?
Well, there's two ways. You can either plug in a controller or
Plug a
do
controller on your
touchscreen.
Christian definitely uses a controller.
phone. Like, so
No,
like a
I wish I
full
did.
Xbox
You have to-
controller on your phone.
Yeah.
It just seems so crazy. I mean, that's cool, but that seems so
So-
crazy.
And another thing, aside from that, they already incorporated cloud games onto the mobile, so you actually can play like Game Pass and stuff onto the mobile.
Yeah. Well, I've seen like they have like those. It's like a controller, like an Xbox controller,
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah.
But it has like the screen that holds your phone on it,
Yeah,
so
you
you're
put
just
your phone
holding
in
like
it.
the one thing, and that's pretty sweet for like. It's kind of like if you have like a Switch, if you're going on like vacation or something like that, you can like
Yeah.
like play a like Call of Duty or something. But Call of Duty is like, I don't know, like first person shooter on a phone just seems like your field of view is like so
So bad.
small. Like
Well-
you would just get smoked. I feel. Well, I guess
Back
it's probably
then-
not crossplay.
Well, back then they incorporated two phones that actually did mostly incorporated for mobile gaming instead of phone, but could use the phone feature, which was horrible.
Yeah, but like
Nokia and Sony, which they did like a PSP version of it.
But there's no like cross-platform. I'm assuming for Call of Duty Mobile, right? Like you're not playing with people like in Warzone on like a
No,
PC, just getting
Fortnite
wrecked.
you could. Fortnite you could. I know that.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
Fortnite, I feel
yeah.
like graphics-wise, but imagine you're playing like Warzone on your PC, and then just like this super like 8-bit pixel guy is like walking by you. It's like, oh, it's a mobile player. That'd be hilarious.
Like
Like, it's just-
blocky and stuff.
it's
You know,
ultimate
I think,
crossplay.
I think Minecraft can do it too.
yeah, but
'cause I have,
Minecraft can
like-
run on probably anything.
Yeah, can you on a fridge, just like Doom Eternal.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Minecraft is like, because I've seen them like crash servers on Minecraft by having like millions of people or crazy designs or whatever it is. But like the simplest version of Minecraft probably runs on anything.
Or a guy that ran what was it?
You ran
Doom
Doom
or
on a
Quake?
pregnancy test. Yeah.
Did that, and
That's
this
so
guy
awesome. It's so
used-
stupid, but it's just like
Yeah.
this
like
guy
why
used
is
a
why
bunch
is
of
Doom like the default game? Like people just putting on like calculators and like pregnancy tests.
yeah, that's what I say. So the calculator was like he used like a lot of potatoes to power it up just to make it run.
I love the
You see this
story.
one?
No, there's a lot of
so-
No, he literally
potatoes.
connected a
Wait,
bunch of
wait.
potatoes and ran it on a calculator or something.
Why
Well,
didn't he just
it's
use
not
batteries?
even-
He was already using a
I was
calculator.
gonna say that's what the impressive part wasn't that he made a game on a calculator. It was he used tons of potatoes to power it. Like what is?
He
There's
like
so many layers.
he
to
like
the
knows how to
story.
program and do all this stuff, and instead of just getting batteries on the calculator, he's like plugging in fucking potatoes. That's
the
awesome. I believe you, Christian. I just that story just got way better.
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
Potato
That's
What
man.
is that? You just see in the background all the
It's
potatoes.
just so potato. Well, anyway,
Too many
so
potatoes.
Brian, are you playing anything mobile?
A game I used to play, AFK Arena,
Which is
It's-
like basically a
it's
clone of
similar-
Summoner's War.
similar to Summoner's War.
Yeah.
It's just like there's no runes involved. But I haven't really played it in a while, so I kind of forget what it's about. But I used to grind that game a lot. The one I do now, Christian already mentioned, Pokemon Go.
You actively
Love that
still do
game.
that
Yeah, every day.
every day?
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Still
Even
play
if I see no matter what, I see someone just walking around with their phone. It's either texting or Pokemon Go.
The
I
problem
haven't
with
seen
that,
it. I didn't know people even play that still.
So are you like
I thought it died.
going
off.
around? Like, what do you? All right, again, I haven't played that
The-
game
the
either.
pro-
My mobile
the problem,
diversity is horrible. But like from your house, can you even do anything in that game?
Anywhere.
from my
Anywhere.
house, not. I mean, you can do anything anywhere, but you know, if you don't have anything around you, it's a little bit
That's what I
harder.
mean. Like, isn't the whole point of it like catching? Do you like battle people, or is it just catching?
yeah,
Pokemon?
oh yeah.
You
can,
battle.
You can battle. You can catch. You can
So what's,
trade.
so what's the main purpose? Like, what do you do when you go on every day?
It's tough. It's different for me because I don't have much time to walk around. Like I don't have much free time, so it's a little harder for me to like get
new
better
Pokemon.
faster.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you can just walk in the middle of nowhere and there'll be a Pokemon that shows up and you can catch it and keep it or transfer it or
So you're just
whatever.
like walking around your house in your like apartment complex,
Yeah.
condo complex,
Pajamas.
trying to find one.
Yep.
Nude.
they can just like you open the app and there's like 6 of them that pop up because there's certain areas that are called spawns. They're basically like hotspots, and if you hit one, there's a lot that show up. There's
Does it
one
ever
right
change,
at my
though?
house.
That's what I mean. Like, does that ever change? Like, do the hotspots ever move
I think
around?
I think so.
Tim, did you ever play it? No,
No.
I never played
I
it.
seen there was always a bunch of people
It's
that I
pretty fun, man.
think were playing
Yeah.
that at my old job. Like every like Thursday or something, a group of like 10 cars would pull into the parking lot, all get out and go to a little park thing, and all stand there on their phone. We're like,
That's
what
so
the hell?
ridiculous.
Yep, that's what they're
Like
doing.
every day,
Yep.
I'm like, dude, these guys are.
Yep.
And we yell at the back door. I'm like, losers. So it's funny.
Yep, that's what they're playing.
Brian's
Pokemon.
like, thank you.
Yeah, it's probably me.
Thank you, man.
It's probably me.
Hey,
No,
Ted.
Because there was
It was
a
funny, though.
gym. There
We
was
would
a
make a
gym
joke.
right outside of your old work.
Yeah, I know. That's why we'd make a joke though.
Right
Like,
at
me
the
and my
bridge.
buddy would do that. Like, look at these idiots, and then we would go play Summoners War.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's
it's
the
just
same
bad.
thing.
Like, yeah,
Well,
it's
the same thing, but it's like
no, yeah.
same
we,
type
of-
like we would
same
do it
level of
ironically.
addictingness.
Yeah, we would do it.
If you're somebody who
ironically,
has a lot of time on your hands, you
Yeah.
can become really good at that game really fast.
but
A lot of
wasn't it
people
like a-
hacked into the game too.
They
They
hack
Wasn't
can
it-
just locate
Pokemon
somewhere
Go?
else.
But what,
Yeah,
what do
you
you
can
what do you
actually-
hack it for? To like
So you hack your location so you can think that you're in Japan or something to get
that's
the Mewtwo.
cool. Yeah, you could like be in a single seat and just go wherever you
Spoofing.
want.
But you can get
Wasn't
if
it-
you get caught, you get banned forever.
Yep.
Wasn't it like a in the beginning though? Wasn't it bad because it was like kind of like a not a loot box, but it was like very like you have so many balls and then you have to like pay to get better balls to catch Pokemon or something.
Yeah.
Like,
So you get regular Pokeballs, and like so there's Pokestops. You walk up to them and you spin them, and it gives you random items. And there's gyms, and you can spin the gyms, and they give you random items. So you can
Spin
get
the
balls
gym.
that way. You don't necessarily
Like
have
spin
to.
this giant ass.
You don't necessarily have to buy anything to play the game, but obviously it helps. If you don't play
Yeah.
enough, then you won't have enough shit.
that's same thing with Summoners. Like
Yeah,
you don't
it
have
doesn't-
to. buy
It doesn't incorporate the old mechanics, well, the original mechanics of Pokemon. You have to summon your Pokemon to battle it. You have to just keep throwing Pokeballs at it. That's it. So each different types of Pokeballs that you have, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, those are higher chances of actually capturing the Pokemon. If it's a higher level.
So you still play it, Christian, or you just played it before?
No, I just know it because I used to play it back when it first started.
When people like getting
Yeet.
hit in the street. walking
Yeah.
around
Yeah, it
the
was
street
like-
playing it.
No,
Like the whole world just like all of a sudden stood up and went outside to play
yeah,
this.
like
freaking
literally,
game.
that was the only time that actually was a high
People still
population
do it a
outside.
lot. There's a lot of people that still play it.
Yeah, but like
It,
like just watching the news from when it first
got-
came
you
out
got
back then,
crazy.
like that was like
Oh yeah.
that would have been
Yep.
like a COVID nightmare these days.
yeah.
Yep.
Like just giant
Yeah.
crowds of people all together on their phones, not looking at each other. Just
Yep.
Yeah, and then they incorporated something similar to the same Pokemon Go concept with Harry Potter.
yeah, it's,
Oh,
not, it's
yeah.
not out yet, right?
No, it's,
No, it's
not.
out. It's out.
It is out. Yeah, it's by that same
Yeah.
company, right? Niantic or something.
Yeah,
I think so.
Make a lot of money.
That's crazy. That's what I mean. Like they were like a little tiny studio, and they released like 100 games, and all of a sudden they were just like, they got the rights for Pokemon. They did this game, and now they're like the top game company ever. It's like that's ridiculous.
We can incorporate that with the boys. Like
Yeah.
your own app.
Well, I guess Pokemon Go specifically,
Terrible.
like having never played it and having seen the news and seeing it, like people that really like it and people that are like against it from like the addictiveness to it, like not Summoner's War, but like Pokemon Go. Is it you think it's like good for people to like? I guess it's like a healthy level.
It gets them out and like run around.
Yeah,
to,
I guess it's like a healthy level
their
to any
eggs
game.
going.
But
You're definitely not running.
No, you have to run for their eggs at the incubators to actually
You
like
can
the
just
more
walk.
mouse. Yeah, that too. But it still incorporates you to go out and actually do something.
Yeah. Some people take it like
too
it's
far.
not
Driving
necessarily
a car.
cheat.
Oh well,
Yeah.
they incorporate something in that.
It's not necessarily cheating, but yeah, like Christian said, people drive cars, but there's a speed limit. So if you're like going zooming down the highway, you're not going to get a lot of distance. Like it doesn't count that, you know. You have to go slow enough
Scott, remember?
to
So
register.
speaking of that, remember with you ever had the Tamaguchis?
Like when I was a kid.
Yeah. So remember we used to take them and then actually go on the washers. If you had the, I think that the Pokemon one did that, or like there's certain ones that you have to go on the washer, and like the faster it goes, the like higher it levels up or whatnot. Some of the Tamaguchis.
I don't.
Like that was a cheat.
You put it in the wash machine.
I remember
No, you
one
sit
time,
on the washing machine and it like vibrates. To,
What are we
incorporate the
talking
honey.
about?
I remember one time for Pokemon Go, you have to
True,
walk
I'm
to
not
get,
joking.
you have to walk to hatch your eggs. So I taped my
Yeah.
phone to my ceiling fan, and I put it on high, and I tried to see if it would register like my phone walking, just to get so many like steps, and it didn't work.
It's like, oh, you
My
idiot, just
phone
walking in
just-
circles. It's like, ah.
Yep.
Put it on a dog and let him walk.
Yeah.
Run.
Well, you still got to bring the dog out. You're just like, all right, see you, dog.
You just
Yeah,
lose your
just
phone.
just let him run around the
Come back
yard.
later.
Just like, all right, time to go to the backyard and just,
Do 2 miles
the-
before you come back. I've seen like a guy like in Japan or something like that. You seen the guy with the bike has like
Oh, with the
75
bike.
phones in front of
Oh
him.
yeah.
He's just
Yeah,
like
that's
playing
crazy.
all. It's like, what's the point? Is that the same
Yeah,
account
that
or
seems
just 75
pointless.
accounts? On what are you doing?
No, it's all different.
It's like
you can make multiple Gmail accounts.
I don't know. I mean, I guess
So
Yeah.
that's to me is kind of like pointless though. Like, what do you get out of that? Like, if you're just playing the game, you're playing like one game, one
Yeah,
account
yeah.
for enjoyment. Everyone likes playing games. That's fine.
Yeah, that's
like,
fine.
what the hell? What is that? Like, you playing like that? Like, that's not. Is that fun for him to play that many games? Like, I feel like
It
it
has
would
to
be
be
terrible.
very hard for him to do
Yeah,
Yeah,
that.
like,
like,
how? What
it's
does
so
he
much
get
to-
out? What do you get out of that?
some of them must you can if you're not giving them attention, they must just like be awful accounts. So it's like, what's the point of giving it attention if like some are really good and some are bad? Just focus on the good ones. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, oh, even there's like some big YouTubers that do like stream Summoners War, and that's like what they stream. And it's like
That's so
they
crazy.
have multiple accounts, but it's like that's just like what they do.
yeah, that's like their
But-
thing.
Like, there's a couple of people that have multiple accounts, and all their accounts are better than my main account. Like, they're just that's
Yeah,
just
but
what
like that's
do.
like what they
play
do.
it
That's
nonstop
crazy.
every
Like you
day.
can get good at a
Yeah.
mobile game and have that become like your freaking financial job. That's so insane. It's a weird time we're in. Like, console and Twitch, all that stuff's like kind of new. Streamers watching people game, but it's like watching someone mobile game is like
Yeah,
a whole new
It's
thing.
insane.
they do.
There's always
They do like summoning videos where I watch them all the time. Like, I used to watch them more, but like it's so stupid. But like you just watch
Yeah,
them.
I get it.
Summon for other people. Like they'll send their like all
Yeah.
their viewers and stuff. They'll send their accounts to the person, and that person they'll just save up scrolls, and then whoever that like YouTuber is will just summon for them and see how and people will just watch to see what they get. And that's just like literally the videos. It's just like see like what new monsters they get, and that's
Oh
just
yeah,
what the
I mean
video is.
it's crazy, but I get it. Like I mean
Yeah.
I've been stuck watching random stuff where I'm like, what am I doing? Like I used to make fun of like people watching stuff like this, and it is just like sometimes you just watching
very
random.
addicting.
Yeah, you just watch random shit or random streamers, and it's like you're the reason these people are making all their money because you're sitting there watching that shit.
yeah,
It's
but
just-
there was
It's weird.
a lot of games that really got to the social network where this got so popular, like Cut Rope,
Flappy Bird.
Oh,
Flappy
what's
Bird.
what's the pig one?
pigs, big pig.
Well, it was like
We
the
launched
original
the pigs.
games before like anyone
Oh,
knew
you
how
know,
to like.
No, that's the Angry Birds. You shoot the
Angry
birds. with the
Birds.
pigs.
Yeah, Angry Birds.
Bust the pigs.
Yeah.
Well, the enemies.
Yeah, that was like when games first like started taking off, when like no one really knew how to like make mobile games. Now it's like, it's a bazillion games out there, but yeah, because it was like Temple Run, right? Was the other one?
Mhm.
Oh
Like, you
yeah,
turn the
Temple
guy
Run's
and stuff.
huge.
But those, like a bunch of those games were just kind of like nonsense games. That was probably like when I actually stopped playing mobile games. I used to play
I
like
grinded Temple Run.
grinded
Yeah.
Temple Run. It just sounds so weird.
You-
But I
You
mean, I
ever
used to
tried
play
those?
Angry Birds and stuff like that, but like just casually, like never like hardcore into it. Just if I had time, I would play it. I'd like lose a level and be like, if I could just close it. But since then, like games have gotten like they've become like console type games where you're like saving your progress and like doing all these
Yeah.
things, and it's like I don't know, I'd probably have fun if I played it. I just don't have time to like jump into it, so I don't even bother with them anymore.
You ever played those family type games where you'll have like
Heads up.
Oh,
that's what it's called? I don't know.
Yeah, where it's
Yeah,
a
so you
word
put on
and
the
you
heads
gotta
and-
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's considered you're playing a mobile.
Yeah, but that's like a board game, and they just have a digital version that you can play anywhere. So I wouldn't call
You
that
can
like a
play
mobile game.
You can play Monopoly or Settlers
Yeah.
of Catan or Risk or whatever.
Oh, you
on
can
your
you can
phone.
literally play like
What do you think?
most
Like,
games aside from like crazy, like FPS type games and console games, but like you can play most like digital versions of like board
Ah.
games and other things, and like even the
Among
Magic
Us
game you
is
said,
on
Tim,
there.
right? Isn't it? Is that
I was gonna say that one.
a
What?
mobile game? The Magic game?
Um,
Is that mobile
I
or
don't
Magic
know.
Gathering?
PC?
I think you can play it on mobile.
You must be
Yeah,
able to
Magic
play it on
Gathering.
mobile.
Yeah,
I don't know if
Magic
it's the same
Arena
one.
or
They have
something?
multiple versions. Yeah, they have multiple versions of their thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
maybe
the
it's a
newest
different
one
version,
is
yeah.
on
even
there, but-
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. That's I mean like you could do so much, and it's really cool. But
yeah, they
it's,
probably do. But
I don't know. Like I feel like if in my my personal experience, like in my free time, like now, I'm gonna sit and try to like. Well, I guess it depends on the time. If I'm like watching a movie with like Landon or something like that, I'm not gonna just run away and go play a game on my PC. I'm gonna have to sit there. But it just seems weird to like start playing a mobile game, so I would just like scroll through social media or something. But
Mm.
but it's not like much different. You're still just on your phone.
yeah, that's what I
doing
mean. It's
something.
not like I have nothing against it. It's just that's my choice. It's like
yeah.
social media you can like be disconnected from and just scroll and close. There's no like there's nothing there. There's no risk. It's just like doing it and close it. Like a game you're like
Even-
you're in it, you can't like just stop it. I mean, depending
even,
on what
uh,
you find.
Even
Yeah.
Nintendo's doing it too, like Mario Run, Mario Kart,
On mobile.
Dr. Mario. Yeah, on mobile. Nintendo's actually doing it.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's big. I mean, you always have your phone. It's just
It's always on you.
it's only gonna grow, I think. I mean, because phones are gonna get stronger and stronger.
Well, now it's
Well-
more like cloud gaming than
Yeah.
incorporating just game itself on a phone.
Yeah. I mean, the game, like I said, there's like Asus and a couple other like
Solitaire.
ASOS Frog and a couple other ones that are like actually making like gaming phones. Like they used to do that a few years ago or like a while back. They would have like Sony had a few gaming phones that were like built for
Xperia.
phone. Yeah, the Xperia ones. And they didn't do that well because there wasn't a lot of gaming back then. Like some racing games and stuff. Like Need for Speed, I think you could play. But like now, like the new gaming phones are like it's like a small computer, like a low end like
Mhm.
gaming computer, and it's really cool. It's just like when you have that much power, like are you actually gonna play like something that would use it, or are you just gonna end up playing that on a console or something? Like it's cool to have it, but most
Mhm.
mobile games are just like quick, easy things to play. So it's like they put all
Yeah.
this effort into making the phone like a small computer. Are you gonna play like a friggin' God of War or something like that on your
Probably
phone?
not.
Probably not.
I mean, unless you're like going on like a trip or something and you just need something to do, but you're not gonna do it like regularly.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, I feel like if you
Yeah, it's,
no one's gonna like not no one, but like people aren't gonna like game on a phone. Like they're gonna play games, but like when you think of like someone who's like gaming, you're gaming on like a console or like a PC where you're like
They even have like sports games on phones too, like Madden, NBA, NHL, all
I
the
feel like it'd be
sports.
difficult to.
yeah, it's
do
like I
any
mean
of that on the phone.
you have like controls on the screen, but then it's not the same as like a controller. So
do you feel
Um,
like it's idolizing more on a mobile phone or a tablet?
I mean, depending
I
on the
guess
game,
it depends. Yeah, depends on the game.
I think they're definitely trying to like go after the handset, like the mobile phone market, because like
Well,
what's the what do people have the most of in the world? It's like every single person has a phone. Not everyone has a console.
Yep.
Not everyone has a high-end PC. So it's like game developers are moving to like making mobile games because they can like release it for 100 million people versus like 2 million who have like a high-end PC that can play it. You know what I mean? Like this
and
new game.
Not only,
Go ahead.
I was saying not only that, like they can reach those people, but they have a whole different market of people that may like not be gamers, but now they're
Yeah.
gonna play mobile games that may never play games, and now they're gonna play like all like we didn't even kind of talk about like the Candy Crush type of games that it's like
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I don't I hate those.
Dad
I
actually
hate
played that.
those. Yeah, like I hate those games. But like, how many people play those little like stupid
Yeah.
games like that? And
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
wouldn't call someone who like plays Candy Crush like crazy like a
A gamer.
gamer.
What's the other one? Words,
Yeah, I
words with
know.
friends and
Yeah,
like those
Like,
kind of
they're,
games.
they're more casual.
Yeah.
Like you see someone who plays like Call of Duty or whatever, and it's like it's like a gamer. But you see someone who plays like Candy Crush, and it's like it's still a game. It still takes skill, whatever. Like that's not a gamer. They're just playing a random game. So it still has that weird divide. But I wonder if that will switch, and then just like the term gamer will just change to like
anything.
anything.
Yeah.
Like your grandmother's a gamer.
Just playing
Crushing
Sudoku on the phone.
Candy
I
Crush.
remember back in my day when I was playing Call of Duty on the iPhone.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they incorporate a lot of the stuff like the older people like play normally, like chess and stuff like that, onto the phone. So
Yeah,
they're technically gamers too, I guess.
yeah. I mean, I would play chess, I guess, on a phone, but
Sudoku, I like playing. That's the only thing that I can just keep.
yeah. All right.
Is that really like a game though?
It's more.
More
That's
like-
like I guess that's kind of
more
like,
like
a
a
puzzle.
puzzle.
It's just
puzzle
it's like
game.
a puzzle.
Puzzles again.
But I wouldn't say it's a game.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a game because you're not like actively like you can like take turn based and just like man.
But, so you're
edit.
considering puzzle games not games?
Well, it's different. You have puzzles, you have games, you have puzzle games. There's 3 different
Yeah.
categories there.
I
but-
guess yeah.
What do you put as puzzle games then?
That's its own a third
were
category.
putting-
Like a physical game.
No,
like
but
they
what do you
have
consider
games
as
that you
puzzle
can
game?
play.
Saying
Yeah, I would consider
Like, can't think of
Sudoku
a
a
title,
puzzle
but
game.
I
I would know. I would call
Crossword-
Sudoku's a
crossword
puzzle.
That's a
puzzle.
puzzle.
That's not a game.
That's
That's
not
a
a
puzzle.
game. It's a puzzle. Puzzle games are like a game you play like on a like we'll say like a console game, and it's like a platformer, but there's like puzzles you have to figure out in the
Yeah,
game.
Sudoku's
to
that's a
complete it.
puzzle. That's not a game.
I'm trying. I can't think of any like titles of like games off the top of my head, but it's. I would say that's a puzzle. It's not a
Just
game.
straight up puzzle. Sorry, Christian.
Yeah.
You're a puzzler. You're not a gamer. You're a puzzler.
No, I just wanted to get more out of that.
Puzzler.
But you know what sucks is the advertisement, because that's the worst out of everything. Because they always advertise it to the store,
For Sudoku,
to
you mean?
YouTube, like any other game.
Buy
If you,
Sudoku
hey, if you want to
75
consider
on
this
the-
game,
on
you're
the
just saying it
Sudoku
right there.
store.
So
I just looked up puzzle games, and like the second one says Sudoku.
God damn it.
oh, there you
I
go.
wouldn't. I'm not gonna call it a game though.
No, it's a
But
puzzle.
It just says.
No,
it
you're a
just says
puzzler.
puzzle, though.
You're a puzzler.
Ooh,
Christian.
It says
yeah.
puzzle.
The first
'Cause it
word
also
in,
says-
in the
it also
title is
says-
puzzle.
Yeah, it also says some other stupid things that definitely aren't puzzle games. Like Portal. Portal is a
Racing
puzzle
racing
game.
game. Sudoku.
You ever play Portal? Portal's
Oh
like
yeah, I
an
know what you're
amazing
talking
game.
about. That's like the
That's
Half-Life
a puzzle
Portal game.
game. Yeah, that's a puzzle game.
Yeah.
Like it's a.
But
it's
see,
video
that's a
where you
game.
complete
That's a game
puzzles.
though. And that's like
But yeah, that's a
No, but
game.
but the whole point of the game is
Just
you
to
yeah,
solve
yeah, I know,
puzzle.
but I said
complete
like
puzzles.
the
That's a
basis
puzzle
of
game.
that is it's a game. It's a built game. Sudoku's not a game. There's nothing running. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
static.
Yeah.
Like there's only one way to solve a Sudoku. Like in these
Yeah,
other
nothing's
ones, it's like
happening in the
yeah,
game.
there's nothing
It's
happening.
not-
There's no active game.
You're just filling in numbers, which
You're-
would be
you're
on
a
a, sheet
puzzler,
of piece
Christian.
Of paper. It's usually it was as a piece of paper before it's just digitalized. They just
Yeah.
made a piece of paper on your phone, so it's not
Yeah.
like
You're just a piece of
Paper
paper,
phones.
Christian.
your piece of paper.
You're a piece of paper, Christian. I mean, I'm
So-
saying I'm like making
Remember
fun of
this
him.
game?
I've played a bunch of
I-
Sudokus.
that's oh my
Yeah, mine- Minesweep.
Minesweeper. That's a game.
No,
That's
that
an
was a
old one.
popular one.
Yeah, anyone with a PC in the last 20 years has probably played Minesweep.
What's the other one? The pinball, the 3D pinball.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
3D pinball.
that was Windows XP. If you had Windows
Oh,
XP, you
God.
played fucking 3D Pinball.
And you can on YouTube too. You can play Snake. Like
You can play Snake on
pause
like,
pause your
everything.
video and hit the up and left arrow key at the same time. You play Snake.
Dude, I used to play Snake on like my old like brick like cell like
Yeah.
one of my first cell phones when like your screen literally was just gray and black squares and the snake like
yeah.
it didn't take much to play it because that was literally all that was on the screen.
The one that's really popular, I would say, is always going to be Tetris.
Oh yeah. I think
Or-
it's like
Tetris is like
The
a
number one.
worldwide.
So many
thing,
corporations.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's still like the most like I don't know most selling.
They
or
have
most
they have
earning game or
Tetris
something
competitions like
Yeah,
Still,
it's-
everywhere.
still of all time, I think it's
Like
the
even they have
highest.
battle royale right now.
Yeah, I've seen that. It looks it's so
What?
crazy. It's like
I thought-
there's like 100 people playing at the same time.
and they get
And, like yours in the
eliminated.
middle, and you can see all their little screens. Yeah, and you just like it's crazy. It's just the
I mean, that's-
versus the-
Anything
That's interesting. That's cool to me. I don't know.
but
anything's-
it's kinda
any-
cool.
so far anything's considered a battle royale because they just incorporated Super Mario Brothers to a battle royale where you're just playing against 35 people. Kill an enemy goes to someone else's screen. You gotta be Lost Mario.
Like, yeah, I mean, not to like shift. I think we've talked about battle royales before, but it's
Yeah.
like it is crazy just to see like how many people are just diving into battle, and they're all like the same concept.
Hmm.
I think it's
Last one alive wins, or last one left. After
Yeah, and I
certain
think it's
time
like-
limit wins, whatever.
I think it's they're doing it on purpose because I think people are just getting sick of like the same gameplay that we've had for like over the years, where it's just like all this quick gameplay where like battle royale gives you a chance to like a slower build up to like give your character a better chance to succeed like throughout the life of it. So it's just like a longer thing. I mean, it's
But
still like
it's just I think that as well as everyone starting new every time.
yeah,
Everyone's starting with the same thing, so it's more of a skill based thing rather than I just have a better gun. I like bought more stuff or I played more time. Like well, obviously time is like in battle royales, but it's like more skill based because everyone starts with nothing and then you have to like
Yeah.
go from there.
Yeah, it's just interesting to see like literally everyone's adopted. Like everyone has like team deathmatch. I guess it's a basic mode,
Yeah.
but like battle royale is now becoming like team deathmatch.
A
It's just
mode.
like it's just a mode that every game is gonna basically have going. Well, not every game, but it's like games like that. It's weird to see. Like you would have never thought about that like 15 years ago when you were playing like
Which is
well,
funny.
team deathmatch
because
and
it's not
everything.
that crazy.
Well,
It's not even that
it-
crazy an idea either.
I know.
wasn't DayZ the start of it?
Kind
Daisy
of,
or
yeah.
H1Z1,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the same dude
H1Z1.
that made PUBG. It was like a mod on Arma, or
which led to
something. He made a mod and
PUBG,
then-
which was a huge hit.
Well, I mean, isn't
Yeah.
it's kind of like King of the Hill? It's basically the same shit.
Yeah,
But it was just
Yeah,
Which
Which
obviously
it's
way
not, it's
smaller.
not really like a new idea. It's just how they implemented it.
Well, and it's the
Like, with
scale of it. Like obviously, King of the
Yeah.
Hill is like a small like 20-person thing or whatever, but like someone just expanded it, added like the larger map to like build up your
Mhm.
character and stuff like that, and it's just like that just stuck. You know what I mean? Like a lot of games have done similar things, but like that perfect thing just stuck, and now it's like
Yeah,
it's just the new game mode that like everyone's gonna know. Gaming and battle royales is gonna be like synonymous.
Mhm.
Pretty
Yeah,
much
right
already
now-
is, but
Right now they incorporate a lot of the battle royales to the mobile. PUBG's there, Fortnite,
Mhm.
Call of Duty. Well, the thing is, the Call of Duty itself on the phone, it's a different type.
yeah.
It's not like incorporated with the ones on consoles. It's just Call of Duty Mobile,
Yeah,
and they have team deathmatch and whatever. And then at a separate thing, it has battle royale. It's a little weird at first, but you get used to it after playing a few rounds.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like when it first started, people copying Battle Royale was like, oh, they just copied that game. Now it's like a new game comes out and it's like, oh, does it have a Battle Royale? It's
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
Like, 'cause,
Everybody looks for a battle royale in the next game.
yeah.
Borderlands.
That's what I'm
just
saying. You were
added
just saying
battle royale.
Borderlands, and it's like a couple years ago, you'd be like, oh, they just copying whatever. It's like now it's like, oh, cool. Like maybe I'll play that now because of that mode.
Hmm.
It's just interesting, like the
I
shift.
mean, yeah. I don't look for it necessarily, but like it's a nice option to have on.
It's cool,
there.
yeah.
Because I like Warzone is very good. Like I'm not a Call of Duty like the multiplayer. I could, yeah.
Because it's been done.
Whatever.
We've done it for the
Yeah,
last
but, like-
100 years.
But like they did the battle royale like very good. The way they did it, just the small things they have,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
just a small like they just did it very well. And it's just, I like
Mhm.
think Warzone is better than like Call of Duty itself.
Yeah.
is.
Oh, I think Warzone is the
Saved
number one
game.
battle
Yeah, and
royale
I
right
think
now.
it saved the game because like Call of Duty I could do without. Like honestly.
Yeah. What was I say? Because it's the mode has been played out. Like
Yeah.
everyone's done team deathmatch and the kill to dying over and over and over forever. Like the battle royale changes it where you have like a longer time up. So yeah, I think it's just that change of pace because every year these like Call of Duty, whatever the game is, it's just the same modes, team deathmatch. Some people love it, but it's lost a lot of gamers. So like these new people are jumping into these new battle royales and it just shakes it up.
I think it just gives more variety too. Like
Yeah, something different.
there's just different stuff can happen every game too.
Yeah,
Like if you just land in different places, so you like run into different people. You like just different strategies every game, so it's just
Yeah.
different. Like you're still playing battle royale mode every time, but it feels different.
yeah,
Whereas if you play like Call of Duty multiplayer, it's even on different maps, it still
have the
feels
same
exactly the
loadout,
same.
you
It
have the
still feels
same
the same. Yeah, you
everything.
same loadout. You start team deathmatch. Okay, new map. Oh, it feels the same. But like battle royale, you can drop 25 times, and
Yeah.
every game feels different, even though it's the same map.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So I think that's what it is too.
I mean, do you think it's like just the scale of it that is really the change of it? Because if you think about it, like if you played a battle royale where it was in a smaller area, it's basically like just running out and killing people because of the size, you have time before you like intercept
Well, it's
people.
that
You know what I
and-
mean?
The permadeath concept.
Well, yeah, it's also like Call of Duty, you have like the gulag or like you can get bought back or
Yeah.
whatever, and then
Mhm.
like you can't go outside the zone, but like it's really the scale of the maps that allow you to have that time.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Because like if you made it smaller, it would be better, but it'd be better than like a team deathmatch, but it would still be like you would intercept people a lot quicker, so
Yeah,
you would be like,
very
oh, he's like
fast.
in fights, but like because the map is so big, so I don't know if that's like I think that plays a huge part in it. It's just like
Mm.
even though there's 150 people in a Warzone game, like the map can hold 4,000 people in it if it was like
Yeah.
as tight as like a team deathmatch. So I
Mhm.
feel like that's like, I guess thinking about that probably caters more to why you see it more now because hardware can actually handle maps that size.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like 10 years ago, like we were just talking about it, it didn't really
wouldn't
pop up
dream
10 years
about
ago, but you wouldn't
100
even think
people
about
on
a
a
map
map.
that had 150 people in it because no
I think-
server would hold that. So yeah, it's
Well, consider Battlefield
Well,
kind of.
yes, I was gonna say that.
yeah, but even Battlefield was like 40 people or so. Like, what was the max people in Battlefield?
it was,
honestly,
was
it's,
it 30 v 30? I think
60, yeah.
Oh, 60.
60 people
yes.
total.
Yeah, but
And
even
their
that
maps
was
were,
only
I
that was
think.
Battlefield
very big though.
4 or 5.
there's a lot of them.
That was still like
think-
that
I
was
think
still
I-
Three.
3.
Or the three?
Yeah, I think
was-
it's the older
three
ones
was
had
three.
it.
Yeah, but that was
Some
still-
of the older ones.
Xbox One
4
and
was when
PS4,
it, 4 was when it
right?
took off.
They never had that many people on PS3 or Xbox 360, right? It wasn't really
But
till
PC.
yeah, but PC always had the ability to scale a bit more. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't even until like PS4, Xbox One where like that power of the system really expanded to
Yeah.
even allow.
It must have been one.
Right?
Yeah,
It must have
I
been.
think so. I think it was.
Because obviously
Xbox
those
One.
Battlefields on other games, but I don't remember them being as big on like a PS3. Obviously, it was like way smaller.
No, they
I
weren't,
think
but
it might have
I
been. It
think
might have
that's-
been the 360.
I
Actually,
think
never
that
mind.
was the
Three.
beginning though of it. Like
64 players.
Oh,
But
yeah,
which
64.
system did that come out first in?
Um,
Either way, it's. I mean, obviously, 150 is way bigger.
It came way before that though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe it was still in the same console, but it came at a way earlier.
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
well, I'm reading a Reddit forum. The guy says 13 years ago, Battlefield 2 introduced us to the standard 64 player count,
Oh,
which is
wow.
32,
Battlefield
32,
2.
right?
Yeah, 32.
I was like, those
Oh, I-
games are great.
Yeah,
I still
that's
think this
true.
is better than Call of Duty, but
Anyways, but I mean, it does play into the idea that like stronger hardware allows for more
Yeah.
types of
Oh,
game
yeah.
modes because I mean,
Mhm.
imagine in like a couple of years, PS5 and Xbox, whatever it's called, are like they have a bunch of like
Series X.
Series X, whatever it is. Like they get a bunch of updates and like they're playing like 1,000 player maps. Imagine playing like an 8-hour game
no, no. Oh
up
my
against
God.
1,000 people. Like, it sounds so crazy, but like
Well,
shit.
that would be awesome.
They
Wasn't
They might have
DayZ
that.
considered something like that? Like you have to survive as long as you can.
They might, yeah. There's like
Yeah.
the whole aspect
armor?
of gaming. Yes, the armor. There's like combat simulator games
Yeah, yeah.
where like
oh
you
yeah,
deploy with like
I've seen that.
tons of people, and like they play for hours and hours and hours in like one life.
Yeah.
Like you have one life,
That's
and then
good.
and then like
That's
there's like
cool.
actual like military people who
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you like coordinate like airstrikes and like with other
Yeah, it's
players.
like a training
it's
thing, right?
insane. It's insane. Yeah, like people get into it. Like I don't know how many players those go up to, but it's like people like clear out their day to play like one game because it's
Uh-huh.
like
That's cool.
a full day. It's crazy. Which like I would love to do that once, but it's just at the same time. It's like,
That's a lot. It's a lot of time.
yeah, that's like,
7 day-
insane.
A 7-day board with the boys gaming session in Arma.
Like it's crazy.
Spend our lives.
Yeah, it's like I said,
I
We'll
don't
get there
know.
one day.
it's cool to see because like the first game that comes to mind is like God of War. If you think of like visual improvement. Like every
Yeah.
game they keep coming out with is just like so ridiculously good looking, and it's just getting better and better. But it's still just a really limited story mode. But like it's aside from increasing like the visuals and like maybe some of the movements and whatever in the game, it's still just a normal game. It just looks and feels better, but it's not really like creating something new, like a 1,000-person game or like something that only the technology could handle. Which I mean, I can't think of anything else besides just more people and bigger maps
it-
type of thing.
Wasn't
but-
Twisted Metal 100 players 3 the online one?
I have no
I don't
idea.
think
I don't
so.
remember.
Oh, you never played Twisted Metal the one?
I did. I haven't played Twisted Metal
played
since
I played Twisted Metal. I just don't know.
PS1 and 2.
I played a ton of Twisted Metal Black, but it was
That was PS2, wasn't it? Black was 2.
Yeah.
No, there was one on PS3 just called Twisted Metal.
I
and it
didn't
was
play the
only
PS3
online
one. I
play.
played.
I
I
didn't
played
play
Black
that one.
on PS2, but that was.
I played. Oh god, I played.
That was so long ago. And I don't even remember.
That
I
was
don't
a
even know
really
if I
good
played
game.
online.
I don't think I did on that
Yeah,
one.
PS2 you had to buy the adapter for it. So it's
I only played like local, like on my cousin and stuff who would
Yeah.
play.
so yeah.
Dude, they should just bring back SOCOM. That game was the bomb.
Yeah, but I feel like there's so many other options now. Like even like Rogue Company plays third person over the shoulder like that. It feels way different, but it would be
Yeah,
hard
it's not
for
like
them.
it's tactical, but
Yeah, but it's not like
It's not as tactical and
Tactical.
like real life as the guns and stuff.
or like how the old Ghost Recons used to play. Those were pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I like the feel of SOCOM just was smooth. Like the new third persons that feel like kind of like jerky because it's like not just regular guns, you're shooting like lasers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like Fortnite and stuff, but yeah, the SOCOM was just really smooth.
It was us playing, and then we were driving like a jeep and stuff through like city to city trying to find people. And we were high in the grass, see someone come by, we just shoot them or something.
It was like
And
yeah, it
we're
was like
still st-
back when I think it's a SOCOM 3 they introduced like the vehicles in the bigger maps, and like before that you used to playing like team deathmatch or whatever the map modes are. So you're used to like within like 5 seconds of spawning, like you see somebody to get in a gunfight. And then the first one they introduced or the third one they introduced vehicles, and you're just like running around the whole time like where the hell is everybody? It's just like more frustrating because you can't find
Yep.
anybody because you weren't used to it being big. Because like you said, you already start with your guns. You're like, I'm already ready to get in a fight. Like you don't need to do anything. It's just a big map to be a big map, and it was like pointless.
yeah.
So like
Yeah,
the
it's some good-
progression is, I guess that's kind of newer because even like Battlefield, like you said, that's a game where if you played it a lot, you would start with like a crazy gun and loadout and stuff, but like there was no progression in maps like that. They were just big to be big, right?
But the
Yes
only
and
one that
no.
like
Just
Truly.
because
They had very good balance though, and like the way they did it, you never felt like you were just out of the fight in that game.
True, but I'm
the
just
best.
yeah, I guess, but I'm saying like as far as like progression, it was nothing you did in the game itself that would further you.
Well, you could,
aside from like
yeah, you-
vehicles, you know what I mean?
well, you could just get them.
Like you
but
just
in,
get
like,
vehicles
they
or pick up
spawned
guns
in,
and stuff, but you're not like
like
upgrading guns or collecting
yeah, you-
money or something. Like
yeah, you did. I mean, you needed used guns to unlock all the attachments for it and unlock more guns and stuff. It wasn't level based. Like guns weren't.
well, yeah, but you weren't doing that in a single game. You were doing that over the life of your playing the
whole-
game.
Oh, well, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I mean. Like in like a Warzone, yeah, obviously you have a loadout, but when you start, you have like a pistol. You got to pick up shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Battlefield, you start with like whatever your loadout was
Oh,
originally.
yeah.
It's funny because they actually incorporated Battle Royale and Battlefield. When was it? No, Battlefield 5. It's called Firestorm.
one.
Yeah, with
Oh,
there's a
yes,
firewall
yeah.
instead of the smoke wall. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, I never played. I wanted to play that one.
Yeah, that was in Battlefield 5. That was like the most recent one they had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd
played
be interesting.
They incorporated everything Fallout.
It plays very similar to like Warzone, but without like some of like the progression stuff. Because I've seen a lot of people that have played both, like streamers that have played that and then went into Warzone after. Warzone's cool because it has like you have the smoke which kills you, but you have like that small ability to like throw a gas mask on and like save yourself and kind of play the edge of it. Which like some of the other ones, it's like, oh, you're dead. Like the wall hits you and you just like bloop and you just
They kill
die.
you so
Destroyed.
fast.
Yeah, and like obviously like they got the gulag is kind of like its own unique thing in that game. But yeah, like the ability to
Yeah,
like
that was cool.
not die instantly when it hits you and have like the gas mask and survive and whatever is kind of cool.
Mm.
And like
That's,
what
what I
they
mean,
that-
that's why I think they did it better because they had like all these little details.
yeah,
that
the little
just
stuff like
made
that
it-
like improves it. And like what's cool about it is like when they did the Halloween thing. I don't know if you guys tried it, but like when you
Yeah.
if you like when you die instead of going to the gulag, you become a zombie,
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
that
zombie
mode,
doesn't
yeah.
die in the smoke. So it's like
It's
you can
crazy.
play anywhere you want as a zombie.
It's so crazy. I did that with a couple of my buddies. It was so hectic.
I played it a
was
couple times just
insane.
by
It was
myself,
insane.
and like you could like jump super high as a zombie and
yeah,
stuff
it was
like that.
so
and
crazy.
It was really cool.
It's 150 people, but the map already starts smaller.
Yeah, it
so
starts
it's the
smaller.
same amount.
You start
so
like
it's
in the
hectic.
third circle, I think.
It's insane, dude. It's like nonstop. It's just like it's crazy. And you can keep coming back as long as if you
get
don't
two-
die as a
you get
zombie,
two
if you
Shots.
you come back again with your loadout. And if you die,
Oh.
you're a zombie again. If you get to, you could just keep coming. Like there was one game I came back like 6 times. It was just
Yeah.
like nonstop. It was insane.
But
dude.
then if you're in like the final circle, there's
Oh.
like a zombie count and a human count.
Dude,
you could be like
there's so
3
many
humans left and
zombies.
like
Yeah.
17 zombies, and it's just
Yeah.
chaos.
That's insane. It's like fun though. But yeah, it's just
It's fun.
nonstop
Yeah, the whole
insanity.
map is like dark mode and stuff. But like
Yeah,
I never played it yet.
it's
fun.
gone now.
Is it?
Yeah,
No,
and
I mean they
It ended last
still
night.
have. Oh, I was just. What was I playing today?
the-
I was playing Warzone today.
Yeah,
but
the dark
maybe
mode
zombie
might be
mode.
on there, but the Halloween ones
Zo-
is gone. It was only up for 2 weeks.
Oh, because they still had the Halloween crates and stuff. That
Oh,
was still.
maybe it was.
on
Maybe
there.
it's tonight or something.
Anything to make money.
It's probably tonight.
It might be tonight. It was definitely.
'Cause I
It
was
was
just-
definitely 14
okay.
days. It was
I
either
think
tonight
I
or
did it
tomorrow.
Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
Might be.
Oh, maybe Tuesday. Yeah,
for some
but it was
reason
definitely
games
said
limited.
Tuesday.
So they might keep like the
Yeah.
night mode, like when you play
Yeah.
regular. It wasn't zombies, but it was
Mhm.
just like the map was flipped. You had like
Yeah, they did a normal. Yeah,
Like,
it was Warzone.
the
It was just
night mode.
dark, but
like that's cool. Like to have like just one game mode like Warzone in again another game Call of Duty, and then have an update that like keeps the same exact game but changes it so much with like a theme of like the Halloween. Like that's really cool. Like I know a lot of other games have been doing that too, like the Halloween themes, and it's kind of the same thing, I guess. But like
Fortnite is Fortnightmares.
they're like the leaders of that. Honestly, though, like you have to give credit to them for like doing that because they led the way for a lot of other people to
yeah, it's
to
like
trying to get that success. But their events, their live events and stuff, like
Mhm.
no one was doing that. Like they've
Those
done
are
a lot
crazy.
of there's a lot of crazy stuff. Like if you love or hate Fortnite, like you've got to give them like credit.
oh
for
yeah, I mean the game.
all the crazy shit that they've done.
Yeah, someone was saying like Fortnite has become like the game that doesn't die type of thing. You know what I mean?
It's already incorporated to the new console.
Like it's just a game that won't go away. It's gonna become kind of like a platform type thing because you can go in there and
Yes.
like you have the battle royales, but it's becoming where you can like go in and like just build type of things. It's gonna become like a new like Minecraft / like battle royale sort of where you can like go in and
Yeah.
not have to battle anybody, but just like build and farm and do all this other stuff. Yeah,
Like you
it's,
said, yeah, it's a platform now.
yeah, it's its own.
It's funny
thing
because
now.
speaking of Minecraft, man, like I remember first playing that, and it was just like your basic system, just building blocks, not having like too much of like worry about the. Well, they did have the survival mode, but it wasn't as intensive as it is now with bosses and stuff. You go to other different worlds, and whatnot.
Yeah, like the full PC versions are crazy.
I put so much time into Minecraft. I can't even tell you how much time. I put way too much
Like,
time.
the music's so relaxing too.
It
at the same
is.
time, like it gets you like really
Me and my-
thinking.
yeah, me and my buddy after we play like Warzone or something, we'd be getting like heated, and we're like, all right, we need a break. Let's go play Minecraft. So we go play Minecraft before just like calm down before we get off to go to sleep because it just calm us down.
The good old days.
Yeah.
The cool thing about it is like every time when you start a map in Minecraft, it generates a new world, different
What?
blocks in a certain
Is he
area.
talking?
Well, I heard him.
I can't hear anyone. I don't know what just happened.
Can you hear
Tim,
me?
you're ridiculous.
Every now.
He's,
I can't
he's
hear
pretending.
anyone.
Oh, we're all talking. Brian, you can hear me,
Tim-
right?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
to my
I can
thing.
hear- I
Can you
can
hear
hear
me?
I can hear you guys.
Not if you can hear me. Okay, well I can't hear anyone. I can't hear anybody. I don't know what just happened.
Tim's a loser.
That's weird.
He's like Minecraft.
Well,
There we go. I don't know. That was weird.
you can hear us
Oh,
now.
you should have heard the things we
Yep.
said about you.
Fucking smack.
I was like, wow, this is an awkward silence. And I looked over. I'm like, wait, people are talking.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Like going back to like the themed events, like you're talking about, like Tim said with the Fortnite, they had like the concerts, and like Call of Duty did like the Halloween thing and other things. I feel like game companies should. I know it's hard because I guess there's a big money thing involved. Like Call of Duty is literally like a yearly game, but it's being done by like 2 companies so that they can like support the previous game but
Technically
make
3.
another game. Yeah, now it's like probably 3: Sledgehammer, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, or whatever. But I feel like these events are like so much more interesting. Like even though people like are always waiting for the game, like everyone's like waiting for
New
like
maps
the
and
new
stuff.
Call of Duty Cold War, whatever. But then it's like I feel like more people had fun playing this Halloween mode than
Yep.
are gonna even have fun playing Cold War. They're just gonna start playing
Yep.
Cold War because it's the next Call of Duty.
Mhm.
But they're not gonna like have any more fun. Like it's really just new maps. Like the mechanics are pretty much the same thing. You're just buying a whole new game for like new maps and another set of
Ridiculous price.
guns. Like
Yeah.
I feel like they need a platform. I mean, I guess it is kind of like Fortnite and those ones where they have like seasons. I guess even Warzone's doing that, even though like the next game's gonna have its own Warzone. But like they need a game that just stays the game, and they just kind of like update, they theme it, and they do like limited
Yeah.
events. Like I feel like that's more interesting and more entertaining as a game than just a company
Yeah,
that's
it
just
is.
dropping releases and stuff.
Yeah. So when they released the Marvel event on night, like that's when I just hopped in and I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, and that's really cool. You know what I mean? Like it's Fortnite, but then they throw like a unique thing, and it
They
changes
did
everything
Star
about it.
Wars. They did like they had Marshmallow DJ like a whole.
Yeah, like a whole
Concert
concert.
there.
Twice. I think
Yeah.
twice he did.
Yeah, Travis Scott did one, I think, and then
Yeah,
like
that, yeah.
there was
it's
one.
insane.
There was one other person I forget, but it's just like I
Wasn't
don't
it
know.
Yeah,
Drake?
Bubbly.
I thought Drake did one.
Well, they had multiple. At one point,
Oh, yeah.
they were doing.
It was like multiple concerts at the
th-
same
those were,
time.
like- Yeah, those were like the live events, like when you joined a game in there. But then they have like rooms that they just had like DJs like playing shows in.
yeah,
Like you would just go on Fortnite, you would join like these other lobbies that weren't the battle royale.
Yeah.
They weren't like a live events, but they were. And you would just like hang out, and people would just be sitting there, and there'd just be like a live stream of like DJs playing songs.
but that's
in
like
Fortnite.
that's cool. Like that
I was
creates
"What?"
that creates like a world, like a platform. Like Tim
Yeah,
said, like
that's
platform is a really good word for it. And it's like I feel like nowadays, like that's really important than just to be like the yearly selling game. Is to create a platform that like people you stay and you grow with, and you just keep evolving that, and not just like, wait, when can I drop the new game? It just seems so pointless.
So, I just like out of the blue, Scott, if you can remember this, was PlayStation Home, where you get to go, like it was PS3's thing where you go inside like a big lobby of people and they have stores and stuff where you hang out.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was like a main
don't remember.
application when you got PS3, and like you click on it and then you have your own avatar inside this
Hmm.
like
Yeah, that's kind of like
Wall,
the
like-
it's like the Miiverse on Wii and
That's what I
whatnot.
was
Yeah,
gonna say.
but it was
that-
it was more PlayStation.
Yeah, it was like their
Like, I used
version
to-
of it. Yeah, it's cool. I don't know. It's just like a comment. I know games are already doing that, but it seems like some games are like just evolving, and other games are just like dropping other titles. You know what I mean? It's like I get you have to work on the next whole platform and create another game and recode it to the new system and whatever. But it's just like I don't know. That just seems so never ending. I feel like I'm out of like the cycle of yearly games and just would rather like get the game that has like the coolest thing out right now,
Yeah.
like the Halloween event or this cool thing, instead of like paying $60 for like just another random game.
Yeah.
Games have gone up in
Well,
price too, aren't they? Like $80 now.
They said they're
They're gonna be at least 70
No,
on the new
it's 70,
system. Yeah,
yeah,
70 on the
Oh,
5 and the
Jesus Christ.
Xbox Series. Who gives a shit? Sorry, Christian.
I don't know. I like
Sorry,
like
not
the
sorry.
random games, like the new
Hey,
random games,
the
but as long as they're
fans.
like good. Like I rather get like a new, like completely new with IP or whatever, like standalone new thing if it's awesome,
Yeah.
rather than like another Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just like spoke on it before, like Anthem. It kind of crashed, but like that game was
It had-
should have been.
yeah, it had, like, the
and I
potential
played it. And it
for
was awesome, but it was just they.
So
just, like,
speaking of that, they
but-
actually threw out the roadmap of what they're doing right now, and they
Yeah.
have pictures, and it actually looks like a Destiny type thing.
Hmm.
Like the whole option menu and stuff changed, but they're saying that might not be the final product there, but they're thinking that will be some sort of type of what Destiny's doing. As well, they added like skill trees and stuff,
Yeah,
so you
I
could be
don't
like
know
a
what's going on.
ranger, soldier, and then when you get to there, it just branches off to another tree. Like it's getting crazy how they're thinking
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I haven't played it in a
2.0.
long time, but-
I mean, it all depends on like what the game developer like wants to be. Like, not some people don't want to like maintain servers and platforms for years. They just want to be
Yeah.
like, oh, here's a game, like go play it. You know what I mean? Like
Wasn't like
Have fun.
still like Star Trek or something, like they closed down a long time ago. Like
Star Trek.
they were, yeah, they had like
It
Star Trek
sucked.
Online or some Star Wars Online. Like back
Well,
then,
it's
it was like
different things. Can't confuse the two.
no.
Star
They do
Trek,
have
Star
both.
Wars.
Of them.
We like crossplay between Star Trek and Star Wars.
No, it's one of those two that they've been out so long on the MMO world, and they actually like, I'm sorry, we're closing down. Our servers.
Oh
Hmm.
no, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just saw like a random YouTube video about that. This kid was like playing it since he was like 8, and he's like in his 40s or something now.
Oh my god.
It's like
shit.
it looks like like a really bad version of The Sims. I forget what it was called. It may not be what you're talking about, but it literally like they literally closed the servers because like the people who own it like, yeah, we're not paying for this anymore after like
There's, like,
40
12 people
years.
playing.
But it was
Even
like
the hero one
on the
too.
last day they closed the server, like hundreds of people joined and were like talking to people in the game, like crying and stuff. And it's like it's cool, but it was like, man, like I have all this cool stuff coming out, and you're still playing this like fucking bullshit game from 40 years ago,
Hmm.
or not 40 years ago, but 20 years ago.
Imagine if WoW closed down.
I don't care.
Do it.
I could care less about that game.
Yeah.
But it's still going on till
Like
this day.
for
like,
me, MMO is like that's hard.
It's just
like
it's hard because it's very time consuming.
yeah,
But also, I always have a gripe with them because, like, I remember like seeing commercials for like World of Warcraft. I'm like, dude, this game looks nasty.
Yeah.
And then you look at the game like, this looks like shit. What is this? This is
Yeah.
not what the commercial was.
yeah.
at
That's
all.
basically my whole life
Like,
with
this is
Diablo.
trash.
Like Diablo, holy
Yeah.
crap, looks so. Look
Dude,
at
like
these
the
demons.
crazy like cutscene animation. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and then it's like,
some
oh,
top-down
it's
thing
just
and,
like
what the fuck?
freaking like civilizations, all that kind of stuff. It's,
And then you can't even see what like that's.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? That's not what
Yeah.
the demon looked like. I'm just looking down at this like thing. Like this is stupid.
yeah,
actually been around since was it 2005?
yeah. I don't know. Like I said,
Well,
MMO
Warcraft
is
is
hard.
Diablo.
Like even now with like streaming, I feel like even streaming, you can't really stream MMO. You need like streaming that you can have in like segments. Like MMO is like a lifetime. Like that's like a
Yeah.
commitment and a half.
It's a grinder.
That's like a super grinder.
Just like watching one dude play the same thing over and over. Like
People
Rainbow
do
Six,
that,
like
though.
I can't
People
watch this
do
guy.
that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people love it, but it's like
Yeah.
it's a whole life. Like you basically, if you start playing it, you're like, well, this is what I'm gonna do and be for the next however long I'm gonna play it.
Well, to bring it back, that's how freaking Summoners War is.
I guess.
But
Yeah.
it's just like on a smaller scale. On like I can just pick it up here and there on the phone. I don't have to like play hours and hours at a time. But
All right. leave a comment below if you want Tim to delete Summoner's War
I've done it.
Like,
I mean, it
delete
wouldn't
the whole
be.
thing.
permanently. Like just
Permanently.
I
deactivate
think,
his
like,
account, delete
It
everything.
was like
We gotta get
6 months or
50,
something.
50 likes.
I
yeah,
just
well,
started
that's
playing
literally
again.
never gonna happen. If we get
there
5
you go.
likes on this video,
Likes.
Tim will
Just delete
never
it.
play Summoner's War again.
I don't agree to that one.
If we get
Well,
10
you don't have
likes
to
on
agree.
this video,
No, I need like 100.
yeah,
I'll
you,
say
you
15,
gotta give us
15.
realistic goals here.
15.
No, I'm
50.
good. I just came back after like a 6 month.
I hate it. So he's still in his prime addiction here, people. So
It's been going on for a long time. You can look how long you've been playing the game. It tracks all of it.
Tim, look it up
Yeah.
right now.
let's end it with your
I can tell you.
your playtime and
It
and
has
total
all-
spent.
That's not even as. It doesn't.
How
tell
much
me
money?
that,
Yeah, how much your money spent?
But I can tell you that it was too much.
Go to your bank
I
account.
went. I went a full year without spending anything.
Go to your bank
And then I
account.
spent
Do
too
a
much,
search
and
on
then
your
I stopped
history
after that.
under the game's name.
I don't even think I can go back that far.
Your bank account will go back as far as you want it to.
I tried before. It wouldn't work.
yeah.
You're just silly.
I stopped spending money in the game a long time.
Well, because you didn't want to put the effort to find out that number.
No, that's not
We're gonna-
what it was. But
He's like,
Well,
wow.
We did come full circle somehow. I don't know how we did that. We jumped into battle royale somehow, but
let's see. Record.
full circle. We're gonna end it
let's
on
see.
Tim's playtime.
Drop
Let's
my
see.
phone. Well, it says account created was 2017.
Ew.
So
3 years.
Sounds
What do we get for
How
what do we get
much?
for hours played or
it
days?
doesn't say. It doesn't say that though. Days is
3 years worth.
1,000. Well, it just says 1,325 days, but I think
Holy
that's like
shit.
that's
That's
like
not
when the
3
account
years.
was created. That's not like physical play time.
You've literally
Sounds
played
like
every
someone
day
probably-
since you created the
Yeah.
account.
No, yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's not. It doesn't go by that. I
You've
think
never
it just
shut the
goes
game
by-
off since you since you got it.
when
No.
he's sleeping, he's just like swiping into sleep.
Yeah, in his sleep, he's just
Yeah.
like fast forwarding his autoplay shit.
Come on,
Yeah,
Tim.
it was 3 years, almost more. But
It doesn't say
This
3
game
years
has been
played.
going
It says
forever.
3 years wasted, right next to it.
Pretty much. No, I haven't been playing for 3 years.
Does it
like
tally
straight
like
3 years.
walls punched and phones slammed and
Yeah.
all shit
Oh,
like
yeah.
Yeah, it's not just money
That'd be
spent in
great.
game; it's money spent on damage out of game.
that? New
Oh,
phone
there's that one
spot
time,
6.
yeah. At my old work, I threw my phone. I hit a bottle like cleaning supply, and it smashed open, and leaked everywhere. But
All right, so
Yeah.
we're not gonna get this. We're not gonna give our listeners
Come
slash
on,
viewers
such a
our playtime.
tease.
what? It
So remember,
doesn't say
guys,
on- no, it doesn't
it's
say
20
it.
likes for him to delete
On the
it.
next episode of Board with the Boys,
doesn't say
find
it.
out the playtime, Tim, with Summers
It doesn't
War.
say
If
it.
you want
It
to
says-
know, we will figure it out. Tune
I
in
can't
next
show
week.
you, but you won't be able to see it. But it doesn't say it. You can't see. 'Cause
Oh,
of the
oh,
light.
for some reason it won't focus.
No,
Yeah.
it says it's it's a date that you created and the day's been playing. That's it. It doesn't have.
All right, all
Tim's
right. Well, on that unfortunate sad note, we'll
Find out next time.
Games.
we'll,
Bum,
we'll
bum,
call it
bum.
today. A lot of game talk. I hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you in the next one.
Subscribe, like, Facebook,
Please.
Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, all those things. Board with the Boys. Do it all up.
Thank you.
Watch the videos multiple times.
Watch it, stream it, keep it playing all the time. Subscribe.
Everything
Just don't
helps.
stop
Tell,
watching Board
tell
with
your
the
friends,
Boys.
tell your family, tell your gamer grandma.
Remember,
Let's go.
remember, it's
Tell
20
your
likes to
family.
delete his account.
Tell your family.
Tell your family and your gamer grandmas.
Gamer grandma.
Gamer grandmas. Let's play
Gamer
Sudoku.
grandma.
I want 15
Ah.
grandma
my
gamer subs
God.
this week.
You couldn't talk in the beginning.
I
you
don't even
can't
know
talk
what's
now.
happening.
That's
Grandma Gramers.
Oh,
Full
God.
circle.
Grandma,
We're
grandma
all.
grandmas.
None of us know what's going on. It's late and we're tired.
Remember
tired.
All right.
to grammar.
Yeah.
Okay.
See ya.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
And
Bye.
yep.